Hi, my name is Johan. I'm the sales manager. On my part, I will focus on digitalization and e-commerce. Government distribute 70 million ringgit to encourage adoption of e-commerce by micro-enterprise and SME in order to widen their market reach. It is eligible for micro-enterprise and SME that will be onboarded to switch toward business digitalization through a co-founder program with MTCs and e-commerce platform. Participating e-commerce platform will be provided following program to SMEs such as onboard training, seller subsidized and self-support. Second one will be the program of Shop Malaysia Online for online consumption. Government distribute another 70 million ringgit to encourage online consumer consumption through e-commerce voucher. Under this campaign, discount voucher which are co-funded by the both government and e-commerce funder will be issued to consumer to be redeemed against online purchase on participating e-marketplaces. The e-commerce funder include Touch and Go e-wallet, Shopee, Lazada, and many more. The digital voucher can be applied against purchase and shipping fee. The next one will be technical and digital adoption for SME and MTC. Government distribute 700 million ringgit to assist as well as incentive for business to digitalize operation and trade channel. The government will continue provide grants and loans to eligible enterprise for adoption or subscription of digitalization service under the following programs. SME Digitalization Matching Grant, total will be 100 million ringgit in partnership with telecommunication company. SME Technology Transformation Fund, total will be 500 million ringgit loans. Smart Automation grant, total will be 100 million ringgit capped at up to 1 million ringgit per company. Lastly, SME Digitalization Grant Scheme and the Automation Grant. Government distribute 150 million ringgit to support automation and modernization. The eligibility condition will be relaxed for the micro SME and startup that has been operating for at least 6 months. Local businesses and individuals with or without business registration who are interested to participate in those campaigns may register at www.goecommerce.my/penjana. In short term, it is a stepping stone for the SME to adopt e-commerce as a new way of doing business to weather the impact of COVID-19. In long term, it is able to help SME to grow their business and to expand their market reach in domestic and global market.
Hi, I'm the finance manager of Fashion Sunbihat. As for the financial part, first is related to PENJANA SME Financing part. Several shopping malls are closed due to MCO. The closing retail stores of our company were adversely impacted by COVID-19 and cannot operate as normal and lack sufficient cash flows to pay for the operating expenses. So, we can claim from the bank sector to assist our company with a maximum loan size of 500,000 ringgit as a concession interest rate of 3.5%. Second is regard to PENJANA microfinancing. We are able to apply from the government to a new funding program in which aggregated approved financing will cap at 50,000 ringgit and at a subsidized interest rate of 3.5% to help us from some cash flow constraints. 50 million ringgit is earned for women, youth, entrepreneurs, and social enterprises. Since our company boss, Ms. Afisa, is a woman entrepreneur, which meets the requirement to apply for it. Last but not the least is from the financial stress support for business. There is no doubt that our company is facing adverse financial stress to overcome this hard period. To ease the financial stress on business, through remissions of penalties related to late tax payment, the government provides the following. First, extension of special tax deduction for renovation and refurbishment for business premises to 31st December 2021. Second, extension of accelerated capital allowance on eligible capital expenses, including ICT equipment, to 31st December 2021.
Now, I will talk about expenses accrued. First point is capital allowance. There is an update of special allowance for small value asset. A 100% capital allowance on small value asset, that asset having a value up to 2,000 ringgit, but subject to a ceiling of qualifying capital allowance of 20,000 ringgit per year. So our manufacturing company can get the benefit of CA. Second point is tax relief for COVID-19 related expenses. The government provides this benefit to all industries, including manufacturing. The main objective is to encourage business to adapt to new norms and adhere to SOPs through tax relief. The government extends the period and expands the scope of expenses allowed as tax deduction of capital allowance for COVID-19 prevention. Our manufacturing company can take care of the employees. We can provide the COVID-19 testing to the employees, buy the PPE and thermal scanner for employees. These all expenses related to COVID-19 can allow as tax deduction of grant the CA. The point is special tax incentive for manufacturing only. They have two parts. One part is for new company, another part for existing company. Our manufacturing company is existing company. 100% investment tax allowance for 5 years for existing company in Malaysia, relocating overseas facility into Malaysia with capital investment approved 3,000 million ringgit. The allowance is offset against 100% of statutory income for each assignment. Last point is electricity bill discount. Government and TNB provide the discount of electricity. TNB will be providing a set bump discount of 2% discount to all resident, commercial, industries, and special agriculture customers. We can get the 2% discount for 6 months that will reduce our expenses.
Gross income from a source of sources consisting of a business is no more than 50 million for the relevant year of assessment. Then the first taxable income of 70% taxable will be increased from 500,000 to 600,000, and subsequent taxable income will be chargeable 24%. During this year, we can increase the gross income to 650,000 in order to sell more to charge 70% for the first 600,000 and the balance will be chargeable 24%. Reinvestment allowance are aimed that company has been operating for 36 months and more and has spent qualified capital expenditure (QCE) on factory and machinery in Malaysia to expand, modernize, and automate in the industry are eligible in the allowance. Company is entitled to the foreign reinvestment certificate that the allowance will be withdrawn if the asset for which of the allowance is granted its disposal of within 5 years and the allowance is computed at 60% of QCE include and can be utilized 70% of statutory income. Company establishment already 4 years, company can compute QCE for the asset as we are manufacturing. Company has a lot asset. When company has disposal some asset of broker format close within the 5 years to get back all the allowance and existing asset can be continued to charge on 60% of QCE contra 70% of statutory income. Company may be granted other facilities such as import duty exemption on machinery, equipment, and raw material they use directly into the production of finished products. This is applicable for applications received by MIDF from 7 November 2020 to 31st December 2022. We engage in company activity for make and sells the clothes and can claim exempted the facility provide for the benefit of factory operator than manufacturers goods. Moreover, export incentive that a resident company engaged in manufacturing that export manufacturer product is entitled to allowance between 10 to 100% of value of increased exports subject to satisfying prescribed conditions, which is deductible at up to 70% of statutory income. We encourage the company closing not only in the Malaysia but also export so that the company can increase the value of export product to help our business of statutory income will decrease.
Hi, this is from Human Resource Management Department. In this section, related wages subsidy package and hiring tax incentive will be presented. Those are WSP, which stand for Wage Subsidy Program, and the PenjanaKerjaya 2.0, which is for hiring new employee. The wages subsidy is a finance assistance paid to employer, which employee salary is IM4,000 and below. And it have started on after first MCO. However, on last year, our company is not able to apply WSP 1.0 and WSP 2.0. Those need company business revenue drop at least certain percentage year on year, which is not our company situation, therefore we didn't apply that. This year, the WSP 3.0 plan under Pelajaran 2021 is just for tourism and retail industry. For per my plan, even our company is under the state of MCO because it requires the company business revenue drop at least 30%. Hence, we cannot apply those either. Since we cannot apply the WSP and PenjanaKerjaya 1.0 was not attractive to us in the past year. So unfortunately, we have reduced some employees in the past year. However, this time, the PenjanaKerjaya 2.0 has some interesting upgrade from 1.0. Third, which is more we need to highlight, which means hiring a local employee to subsidize the work usually done by foreign worker can enjoy this incentive. 40% monthly salary for employer and 20% for employee. This is more suitable for our company due to our labor job required. Besides, for those employed under PenjanaKerjaya, the maximum training rate which can claim by employers will be increased from 4,000 ringgit to 7,000 ringgit to enable workers to take up high-skill training and professional certifications. In a nutshell, in start of MCO, government got more focus on the wage subsidy program. But for 2021, government is more focusing on implement hiring incentive program to promote job creation.
Based on my point of view, government should provide more e-commerce shop opportunities to stimulate the market expansion. Secondly, extend the period of the online assistance program to help SMEs stabilize e-commerce. Lastly, continue to carry out campaigns on e-commerce knowledge and trends to help SME develop rapidly.
As for the recommendation, the COVID-19 pandemic showed that the company's path to success is full of unpredictable obstacles. As a result, a strong board of directors will help a lot to manage the impact of unexpected future through making business strategies to deal with potential risks, establishing appropriate risk management and supervision system.
Now, I will talk about my suggestion. Government can provide more discount of electricity and water. This discount will directly help the oil industry reduce their expenses, insurance, and increase their cash flow during the MCO, CMCO, and so on. They also can continue provide the tax relief for COVID-19 related expenses a few years. Nowadays, these expenses like COVID-19 testing, buy of PPE, buy the mask, and so on, must spend money to provide for the employees. That can make sure everyone have a safe working environment. Tax relief for COVID-19 related expenses can make the company don't be the strain on the finance.
Suggestion for tax manager is provide more tax incentive preferential policy. The government provide exemption from tax within 6 months or until the epidemic. The government should help companies develop to a sustainable level, and MCO is to hope that the economy can be restored to the previous period. The government also can provide more tax incentives such as public welfare donation can enjoy tax incentives that are responsible for epidemic prevention and control can enjoy full corporate income tax deductions.
For application of PenjanaKerjaya 2.0, the employee must be new hires after 21 December 2020 with salary minimum 1,500 ringgit, and the deadline of the application is 30 June 2021. Therefore, before 30 June 2021, we have chance to think about the hiring plan due to our company exactly need more workers too. The tax incentive period will be within 6 months. It can help our company in short-term hiring benefit, but we cannot simply hire worker due to the high tax incentive, because incentive for subsequent months will not be paid if the employee resign, and for contract staff, the contract period in the offer letter has to be at least 1 year. Therefore, for my perspective, I will suggest to hire new worker, especially hiring a local employee to subsidize the work usually done by foreign worker, because it is a good chance to provide training for them and increase quality of workers, and we can get benefit for not only short term but long term perspective. Thank you.